why this place?
Why? Because it's in Tenerife. The weather is amazing all year round. It's very nice, and then also this project combines everything. It's animal welfare, it's sustainable living, it's community. It combines all of the things I was looking for. Emma is totally into animal welfare, and Edo into sustainable living. So they started this project thinking that they're going to have a couple of horses, some dogs, some cats. Now we're talking about 450 animals staying here. So it's grown a lot, which is on the end, we see it's a beautiful project. It's got a lot of mini projects into one big project, but also it shows the need for it.
But was there a history of animal abuse on the island?
Like anywhere.
Like anywhere. So it's
anywhere.
Nothing special. It's just
nothing special.
Nobody was thinking about this before you guys came, or before.
There's shelters on the island, like cat shelters, dog shelters, and so on. But unfortunately, animal welfare is a topic everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's nothing special about it. It's the same kind of thing. Like they happen to be in Tenerife because the weather is nice.
Yeah.
And they found this piece of land, so they were thinking going to different places as well, like anywhere in the Canary Islands. But they found a place here, but it's nothing specific about this place.
They were just in this place, in the right place, in the right moment.
In the right time, in the right moment. Exactly.
Yeah. So what is it down here? I see that.
Where we, it's we're collecting all the materials, either donations or collected from the rubbish. So everything you see is recycled, upcycled, reused.
This is crazy how much stuff you have here.
Yes, and this is all collected either from scrap materials or companies that they have oversupply of something, they don't need it. Sometimes we're lucky we get it, and then these guys, the construction team, will make amazing. Everything you see here has been built by recycled donations or rubbish. So all the fences, all the plant pots, all of that is the houses over the huts here, everything has been built by recycled materials.
Yeah, what is the roof made of?
Just wood.
Just wood. So I think I've seen a YouTube video with this house, maybe.
Yeah. It's it's actually the first house that was built here on the sanctuary.
And what is I see the rocks, but what is the binding material here?
That's cop.
It's also
clay.
cop.
Yeah.
Clay and straw.
Exactly. Yes.
Is it cold inside?
It's regulating the temperature.
Because of the thermal mass.
Exactly. So that's really lovely. So
Yeah.
It's really amazing. It's always kind of warm in winter. When it's cold outside, it's regulating the temperature, and and then when it's really hot, you go inside and you will see the difference. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And nice. Really regulated. Yeah. And also all the plants, you can see we are in a very dry environment.
Yeah.
So it takes a few years to actually be able to get something green up here. But our gardeners, they do an amazing job. So this is a few years work to make the sanctuary a little bit greener.
Are you also cultivating your food here?
Some of it.
Some of it.
Some of it, yes. And we have an agreement that we take all the waste food, take all the waste food from the supermarkets.
Waste meaning products that didn't get sold in. But they are still good.
In the bin.
Yeah.
Some of it is still good, some of it is not good at all, but we have a zero waste policy. So the stuff that is not good enough will go to the compost. Okay, then we have some fruit, vegetables and fruit you will see that can feed most of the smaller animals.
Yeah.
And then the third part that is still good enough, and we have a kitchen team and they prepare breakfast and lunch for us.
Right.
For 50 people. And that stuff, imagine, all of that would go in the bin.
Yeah, I know.
It's incredible.
It hurts my soul.
Yeah, it is incredible. It really, I always knew there was a lot of food waste.
But you never imagined how
I never
much.
imagined this amount.
What is the amount per day, or how do you collect this food waste?
You can imagine that it's enough to feed 50 people every day, and about 300 smaller animals every single day.
How many supermarkets?
I think we are in touch with about 7 or 8 supermarkets.
So not that much.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Think about all the supermarkets
all the markets.
we have in the
And
country or in the world.
And we are just a small island.
Yeah.
We're just a small island.
And you're also collecting packaged goods or only vegetables and...
No, everything.
So everything?
Yeah, the agreement is that we collect all of the stuff that would go to the bin.
Okay, and you sort it here?
And we sort it here. We have food sorting every day. We have food sorting, so they come back from the supermarket. Different teams. Every day is different team. I'm doing the food sorting, separating for compost, smaller animals, and human.
And how many people do the sorting?
Usually it's about, well, it depends on the day, but between 5 and 6 people.
5 and 6 people. Yeah. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So here we have like some guinea pigs, like the girls and the boys are separated.
Oh.
For obvious reasons.
Segregation.
And then again, as I say, you will see a lot of clay work around
the
sanctuary.
Well, this is what you naturally have on the land, so why not use it?
Exactly. So we just need water, straw, sand, and we have a lot of horse poo. So
so you also mix horse poo in the cup.
The last layer.
The plastering.
Last layer, it makes it weatherproof. You have 2 turkeys. They can also live wherever they want, but they decide to stay here.
Sure. Okay. So they are also rescued.
Yeah, they're also rescued.
Why do you?
Because they were like in a bad condition, and people found them and collected them and brought them to us.
Okay.
That's
so you have a lot of people bringing you animals, collecting them.
Yeah, different ways. We have a good network on the island, so people supporting us, helping us to talk to the owners or to find a way or and so on. There's like a big network.
This was bought by the organization or is it leased or?
It's all private. And also this project is like completely funded by private donations. So there's no government help or anything. So everything is funded by private donations. In
Romania there is a thing that companies can donate some part of their taxes to NGOs. Isn't it like?
No.
Okay.
I mean, at least we're not part of this, but there's for some reasons I'm not like into the legal stuff so much. But no, it will be completely reliant on private donations.
Oh, and here we have.
Hello.
Hey.
And I think we're gonna get them some salad. But yeah, again, like amazing artwork, amazing clay stuff. It's not only
it's crazy what you can do out of a little sand and clay.
Yes.
And some old glasses.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you can see it's not only a house for them to hide, it's also artwork.
Yeah.
It's like also art. So it's really beautiful. We do have adoptions available, like mainly the cats and dogs. So basically, when we usually, it's also volunteers coming here for a stay. They're born with an animal, and sometimes they will take them back to the home country.
Nice.
Yes, or if they stay on the island, their adoption is possible on the island. So we will make sure that we know the people, we know where the animal is going. Because we really want to make sure that they
are in a good place.
They're in a good place. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. We always make sure they go to a place where they have a better life than here. And that is, to be honest, because we believe that here they have really found some peace. So it's not always that.
Yes, I see that you have space and you don't have small cages where you. Hello.
So exactly. So here now we're in a small animals feeding station.
Okay.
So here the breakfast for the small animals will be prepared. So it's like stuff. You can have a look the quality of the food that we collect every day. So this is stuff from yesterday that arrived yesterday.
So this is basically good food. Yeah. So this is the part that goes to the animals. This is like the second category.
That's it. Yes. So if you want to come over here.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm just gonna show this little box of food. This is going to, where is it going? To the chickens.
Oh, lucky chicken. What are the chickens having?
Anything like from salad boxes, where they have cheese, nuts, these crackers, salad, sometimes pasta, chicken.
Chickens being omnivores, they can basically eat anything. Yeah.
And also here we have a couple of toilets here. It's quite interesting because there's a natural filter, a natural filtration system. So when you flush,
Yeah.
There's like a natural filter below the paddock, going to the pond and then ending up in the garden in the back. To
Yeah.
water
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen one video.
Exactly.
I'm just curious. What is this material?
It's clay.
It's clay, and over the clay.
And straw, water.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically cob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Wow. Very nice.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Okay, so here we have the donkeys having the best view on the farm.
One of the best views for sure.
Yeah.
And also everything is like powered by solar.
Solar.
Solar, exactly.
Yeah, and also I see wind turbine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you see, like it's a zero waste policy on everything. Like on everything, on food, on water, on electricity. Anything you can imagine, everything is zero waste policy. We reuse everything we do here is reused and upcycled. You know, you find a lot of creative minds here. We can do a lot of amazing
Yeah,
things.
it's great when you have a lot of people in a community that have the same goal. So how long have you been here?
I've been here now for 4 months this time, but it's the second time I'm here.
Okay.
So the first time I came for 7 months. I was thinking I'm gonna stay for 4 weeks, but then fell in love with the project, and that's what happens to a few people here.
Yeah.
You just like the project, and then you stay longer if you can.
And why this place?
Why? Because like I mean, it's in Tenerife. It's the
Mhm.
weather is amazing all year round. It's very nice, and then also this project combines everything. Like
Mhm.
it's animal welfare, it's sustainable living, it's community.
Mhm.
It combines all of the things I was looking for.
People don't realize that there are such a few things that we need, but
Yeah.
we all long for them,
Yeah,
for the same things, as you said, for the community,
yeah.
for sustainable living, for animals.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
see like we live very basic.
Yeah.
So there's no luxury here. It's very dusty. It's very windy. There's a lot of animals around everywhere. But you know, you realize you don't need anything else. You
Yeah.
know, what you need is like to have a goal. You know, like to have a purpose,
Mhm.
looking after the animals. And then what else do you need? Community connection.
Yeah.
And you have a dinner with your workmates, with the other volunteers in the evening, and you have like a beautiful community living, like evenings together, music, and there's a lot of, as you can see, a lot of artists, you know,
Yeah.
around. So there's always something going on.
Yeah.
And what else do we actually need?
Yeah, we don't need anything else.
No, I mean,
The-
again, okay,
we were
at the end
convinced
of-
at some point that we need a lot of money,
yes,
and we need to work a lot to get this money,
yeah,
and to be alone with our money,
yeah.
and don't know how to spend it. We just know that we have to
Yeah,
make
so
more.
We go shopping, we
We-
buy a
yeah.
new car, we buy
Yeah.
a new watch. That
Yeah.
makes you happy for like a second,
Yeah, exactly.
and then
But
what
how?
are you longing for? You want to have dinner with your friends and have
Yeah.
a good conversation.
But nobody has time to have a dinner with you because everybody is busy working.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there can be no more connections,
Yeah.
like human, real connections.
Real connections.
Yeah.
Just everyone's talking about like living in the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Try that. Try
Yeah.
that when you work every day 10 hours.
10 hours. Yeah.
Try that. Try living in the moment. Here you don't have a chance. It hits you. It really hits you, and you have to live in the moment. There's no yesterday, no tomorrow. There's only now, and that is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know? It's beautiful. Yeah. You're having a great time. A little bath.
Yeah. Heaven for the ducks.
It's not often you can see him, so it's your lucky day. They're not always
Yo.
out. Again, here, co-living situation. The duck with the turtles. Let me try to find them. There is one.
Oh.
There's a couple over there.
Now I see them. Do they get along?
They get along. Like there's a co-living. Like this is a beautiful thing to see. Like the cats, the dogs, all of them are free, and they just live in harmony together,
Mm-hmm.
which is beautiful to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All the animals that we can have free, we will have them free.
I've seen that in the
Yeah.
beginning you have some animals that need to be separated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are some dogs because they are quite recent arrivals or they don't have a human. They're up for adoption, but
Mhm.
they cannot be. They're not used to sanctuary life.
Yeah, and maybe they were abused in the
Yes,
place they were, so
they
they
would
have a
have-
problem with people.
Here again, some more guinea pigs.
You have a lot of guinea pigs.
We do.
Why is this?
Because people, you know, like I don't know how it's in Romania, but at least I'm from Germany. I had guinea pigs as a pet when I was a kid, like in 2 guinea pigs at least, you know, like in a small cage.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Really terrible. I don't know if it's the same in Romania, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it is. And the animals are taken a lot of time like single-use objects.
Yeah.
So you use them until they are fun
until they get boring, you know, like, oh, I know everything about them now, there are no surprises anymore, and then what to do with them.
Exactly.
And then this is where they end up here and they have a place forever.
So here you have only females or
Those are again boys.
These are boys. Nice.
And they love. And you have the caves in the back, they can hide from the sun, the shadow, like again, like the crop is regulating the temperature. So in case it's getting a bit chilly at night, they will be super warm in there.
Yeah.
It's really hot, they will be cool in there. So it's a great way of like giving the space for them.
For them and also for us, like the cub is one of the greatest materials and
especially in this climate.
Yeah,
you don't have a lot of rain here in this area.
And also there is not really cold ever here.
Yeah,
so
not that cold that you think I cannot stay in a simple house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here are the only cats actually that are in an enclosure, and this is because they have a virus. They have leukemia.
Oh.
So it's a lifelong condition in cats specifically. So all the other cats are vaccinated, they're outside, but still there's always like a small risk. So when we have new arrivals here, we test them if they're positive or negative. Unfortunately, if they're positive, they come in here. But you can see, I think she was just a little stretch.
Yeah, they are not having a bad time, that's
They're
for
not
sure.
having a bad time, so they have each other, they have company, people coming in to cuddle them. And they're also up for adoption, you know, but then again, like they would have to be in a home, in a place where there's no other cats.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
Yeah, I know people cannot take this virus, but other cats
can.
So this is the quarantine room?
Yeah, safety first.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, so many colors on you guys.
Yeah.
What's up, pretty? Oh, it's so cool in here.
Yeah, already you can tell the difference. So this place as well, like this is the yurt area, so it's like the luxury, let's say, place of the sanctuary.
Okay. Who is living here?
We also have like, which is really great, recently we could start renting some accommodations, so that's a volunteering program.
Okay.
So you like do like a volunteering experience, you can rent a place, different options, like this is the luxury option, let's say.
Okay.
And you also volunteer with us, basically. So it's like a paid program. And this is also one way of funding the sanctuary. You know, one way of like trying to sustain what we do. I mean, as you can see, like we're trying to keep all the running costs as low as possible because we're reusing everything. We don't spend money on food. We have all of that. The only thing that we have is really the veterinary bill and the food for the horses, which is quite expensive. So to keep all of those costs covered, like it's possible to volunteer here. And this is the yurt. It was donated to the sanctuary. And then also like a lot of, again, it's all built by volunteers. It's incredible. Like we have like the house over there, like a private garden area.
This is also a house made partly out of stones and partly out of cob.
Yeah, and recycled bottles. So
And recycled.
you can see here. Well, like
And I also see the door is recycled.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Everything you see, like even the chairs, like everything you see is recycled. Everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What one did you want to say about the sun?
About the bottles. So it's really nice, you know, when the sunlight is going in, you can see the different colors. So it's really beautiful. It's just really beautiful as well. So when I volunteered here the first time, we were around 25 people. So this was our community area. So we had like a kitchen here. I mean, still a kitchen, but now it's the quiet community area, let's say.
Okay.
It was a place to come and chill, to have a small, like a calm coffee, to read. And now you have seen already the other side of the sanctuary where we have the bigger kitchen. Now we have 50 people, so.
Yeah, so this is how all this started. This is, I see that you have the rubbish bins here, paper,
Yes,
glass,
also,
metal, plastic. I think you probably have a lot of packaging, getting the food from the supermarkets.
So plastic, a lot of plastic that
Yeah.
we then bring back to the
Yeah.
Exactly. And here those two are best friends, Simba and Silver. It's one
Hello
of the-
guys.
Two of the about 35 cats that we have, and they always hang out together. They're best friends.
You have some eggs there?
Yeah, so I mean we have chickens and ducks, so we go on an egg hunt every day.
How many eggs do you get in one day?
I don't know, about 15 and 20.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, about.
It's actually
more or
good.
less. And also here we have a clay oven. We have
Mhm.
a second one on the other end now, and we can do pizza evenings. We have like
Oh.
community pizza night. So
Wow.
it's nice for the community to come together. We make dough. You know, everyone's chopping the veggies, and like in the evening we come together and make pizza. So that's really
Nice.
nice.
So you also, I see that you reuse some old trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also like accommodation for the volunteers. So
Mhm.
that's the compost shower basically. So what happens? We have a couple of showers here. We
Mhm.
get water, which is obviously comes cold through the pipe.
Mhm.
Here we put the horse poo.
Yeah.
It's in process at the moment, so we're collecting enough horse poo, and the pipes going through the horse poo. It generates a lot of heat, the sun and the composting effect.
Mhm.
So it's about 60, 70 degrees inside this area, and then the water goes through, and the water is warm in the shower. It's still in progress. It's still
Yeah, 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 no problem.
Just been built recently.
This is absolutely great.
And again, everything here, the wood, the doors, the tiles, everything is recycled. We have another laundry here.
This is crazy. And you just put water in it?
You put water in it.
Cold water or hot
Yeah,
water?
no, it's gonna be cold water. It's a cold wash, basically. So it's like a really, and then as much energy you have, you do your spin, and that's it. And then again, the water will be here watering the banana plants, and they are really great filter. They have a really great like filtration plants basically. So they absorb everything and they can filter it.
Yeah, I've seen that bananas have a high content of water. Yeah. And what kind of soap do you use for the washing?
Like natural soap, like just natural ingredients, and then it.
So you are careful of not using something chemical, so you can reuse the water.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like to highlight as well here when you see the horses that those are the happy endings, you know, like a lot of we have about 17 horses. All of them have a history, like they have some of them, like most of them have a traumatic past. So when they arrive here, they are traumatized and also physically like not in a very best shape. So we try to let them live here just in peace, like as natural as possible. So they're all barefoot, so they don't wear the shoes. They are bitless, so they don't have the iron in. So we try to keep it as natural as possible for them. We take them on walks, and it's a positive reinforcement training that we apply. So there's no fear-based training on any horses.
But were they used for carrying stuff or horseback
Different things.
riding?
You can see here, for example, Nala is a very good example of a horse that has been ridden too heavy and
Oh
too
my
long
God.
and too early.
Oh my god, her
So
back's
so this is like this is damage that will never be healed, so that we cannot do anything about that, but we can give her a nice, peaceful life.
Does she also have something with the eyes?
No, this is basically like a fly mask, it's called. It's a fly mask, and so it's like sunglasses for us. So basically it helps with the dust, with the flies and the sun, but
Yeah.
you can see perfectly through it. Like,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like sunglasses, really. Yeah. And then there's a lot of stories, of course, like those, as I say again, like the happy endings, a lot of stories about animals that we could not save because it was too late. So if anyone was interested to know more about the history of the animals and so on, and also the ones that are the really shocking cases, really, to be honest, there's always like some information about on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. You will find like a lot more information about the history of the animals and to understand why this place exists.
You see, I see these stones everywhere on the island.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, it's natural stone. Yeah.
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 And do you source it from somewhere around?
No, we collect it from around. It's
Ah,
on the
you
land.
can.
Yeah,
It's on the land.
Yeah, it's on the land, so we just collect them. Sometimes we also get donations of concrete from time to time. So
Okay.
we can use that as well, you know. But
Yeah, I seen that you made roads
Yes.
out of it. Yeah. So also that shouldn't be wasted.
that shouldn't be wasted exactly.
If it was
So-
already made,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we
Sometimes
can use-
happens in constructions that they make too much concrete and they
And
don't
then-
have anywhere to dump it,
Yes.
and it costs them money to dump it.
Exactly. So it's better
So,
to take it to a place
yeah.
like ours, and we can also use it in a
You
good
know,
way. You know?
yeah. So if I'm a volunteer, how does this work?
Yeah, you can basically apply directly on our website and to become a volunteer, or we're also on different platforms like Workaway, Volunteer World, and so on. Like we're on all the major platforms. You can read about the project, you can inform yourself, you can also watch a lot of YouTube videos about the project, what it's like to be a volunteer here. You can come for a short-term volunteer project up to 3 months. Then it would be like a paid program, basically. Over 3 months, you can be part like of the long-term volunteers, and then also like usually for the horse team, for the construction team, we looking for people who can stay longer and really become part of the project.
But I didn't understand the paid team. This meaning that you pay them, or they are paying the volunteers are
So
paying.
the volunteers are paying. So with the accommodations, you know, we highlighted here, basically are part of this volunteering program. So you stay like, let's say, in a really nice, beautiful accommodation, like made with a cob or like different, like the Hobbit house that we're gonna see now.
Okay.
And then it's like a volunteering program, and you pay for the accommodation. You have the food included. You have like 24/7 access to food.
Okay.
You know, you spend time with the animals. You probably be part of the small animals team, depending on your skills.
Yeah.
And then for a long-term project, you will probably either be in the horse team, in the office. Also with the small animals, also possible.
Yeah, but in the long-term project, are you still paying for rent?
No.
Okay,
So that's
yeah,
basically the old work-away principle.
Yeah.
So you get like in exchange of your hours here, you get the accommodation and the food.
So basically, what I understand from this, and how much work do you have to do a day?
25 hours per week.
So you work for 5 hours.
Yeah.
You have everything included.
Yes.
You're in Tenerife.
You're like
You're-
15 minutes walk from the beach.
Yeah, and you're with
All year.
great people, surrounded by great people.
You have music, you have the community spirit, you have the animals around you.
You know what? The one thing that I don't understand, why is only 50 of you and not 250 or
We have to put a
500?
limit.
Yeah.